Hey all, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're having a most excellent day. Today we're going to be looking at a new and upcoming social media application called Entail, which is targeted directly at furries. So what does Entail actually entail? Well, based on the posts they've made so far on their Twitter and other places, Entail seems to be a social media application similar to Facebook or Twitter, where you got a wall, you got users, but it seems to be geared more towards the furry side of things, with little extras like, art trading and things like that built into the system. So Entail is being developed by a team primarily based in London, although their Twitter does also mention that they have members over in Tennessee. And they seem quite proud of the fact that they have over 30 members on the production team around the world. I tried reaching out to them for more information, but they didn't get back to me, so unfortunately all I've got to go on is their public posts on Twitter and other information I found online. And they're running a very slick advertising campaign over on Twitter. I mean, you have a look at some of their posts, the slides that they've come up with are almost corporate-like in their design philosophy. And they're stating from the get-go that the company is going to be a non-profit organisation, meaning that the company itself isn't going to make a profit. But a small clarification to that, which many people overlook, is the fact that that doesn't stop them paying themselves an inordinate amount in their salary, because the salary comes out before the profits. So they could pay themselves $1 million each and still be a non-profit organisation. That's just something I think actually needs clarifying. When they say non-profit organisation, it doesn't mean it's non-profit individuals. And as I mentioned earlier, this new app is going to have a built-in trading system of some sort. Although they haven't gone into detail on this, it is going to be allowing users to trade in art through their system. Now, I'm curious whether this has any buyer or seller protection, what kind of verifications are going to be in place, and how it's actually going to work. So there's a few concerns there when money's exchanging hands between users, what the app is going to do to ensure everyone's, on a fair playing field and no one gets ripped off. And they have said they're not going to allow crypto or NFTs to be used on their application, which is a very noble goal in my opinion, but I'm curious how they're going to enforce it. I mean, obviously they can enforce it through their own proprietary trading system, but there's nothing stopping two users from just messaging each other and saying, look, I'll transfer some crypto to your wallet or whatever. So, while this is a noble goal, I'm not sure how well it can be enforced if users don't use their inbuilt trading system. And they said from the get-go that they will not tolerate zoophilia, Nazism, or, racism at all on their application, which again is very noble goals. While this is a good thing that they're going to be looking out for this kind of stuff, I am concerned about how they're going to do it. I mean, I don't want some janky-ass bot, deleting posts at random just because it has the wrong keyword in there. And at the same time, I don't want a herd of moderators that might be biased or, we know how unreliable furry moderators are. Just look at things like Fur Affinity, places like that. They also haven't released the guidelines yet on their policy on not safe for work artwork. I'm actually curious where they're going to draw a line, what they consider appropriate, and how they're going to moderate that. Obviously, art is a lot harder to moderate than words when it comes to using a bot, so it looks like they may have to use a herd of moderators to look for that. And again, like I said earlier, furry moderators aren't the most reliable. What are they going to do? What kind of checks and balances are going to be in place for that kind of content? On a related note, will there actually be some sort of search function or, filter function for artwork so you can look for specific kinds of art when you're on Entail? That is a question I'd like to know. That is quite important to a lot of furry artists. And similarly, will there be something similar to the Facebook page system where, furry artists can set up specific pages to showcase their artwork? These are details we'd like to know as artists regarding the new Entail app. And like I said earlier, there's a team of 30 furries working on this on the back end, so that's quite promising. This isn't just 3 guys meeting over Messenger saying, let's build an app. This is promising to be an actual app with real support behind it. It's got real potential, which I like the look of. And they do have a very slick advertising campaign. I mean, look at some of these slides they got up on their Twitter. This is borderline corporate stuff. That does have me a little worried that there might be some sort of ulterior motive behind this. But we're going to keep looking, we're going to keep watching, see how it goes. And they haven't released any information yet on the security side of things, which is also concerning me because obviously it's going to have a built-in trading system. There's going to be money and personal information flowing through their application. So what kind of security features will they have in place to make sure your personal information or your financial information isn't stolen by unscrupulous forces out there? I really think this side of things should be a priority for them. So in conclusion, this new application does look positive. However, I do have a lot of questions about it and a few concerns that I think need answering before I'm ready to sign up for it. All in all, however, I am excited about this project. I am looking forward to seeing the release, and I think if they do, lay to rest my concerns on the project, I will be signing up for it. This does look like a promising new application that will help furries out there. I am still concerned about the censorship protocols and how they're going to be handling that. I'm not really a fan of potentially having a janky ass bot just randomly deleting stuff based on keywords, but at the same time, I'm concerned that the herd of moderators will cause problems in their own. When it comes to a herd of moderators as well, I am concerned that they could be overrun by a dedicated attack, Considering the track record of other furry websites when it comes to, coming under dedicated attack by a group of 4chan betards looking for a laugh, I am a bit concerned that, Entail may be vulnerable to this kind of thing, and having a herd of moderators rather than a bot, would open them up to being overwhelmed. But like I said, I don't actually have all of the details on this, so I can't be certain how they're going to handle this. So Entail, hook up with me, give me some answers, get in touch. I'm willing to do a corrections episode if there's information that I've missed out or you think I've got something wrong. In touch with me, let's hook up, let's get this straight, let's get this out there so people know what they're getting beforehand rather than the somewhat vague posting that we're seeing at the moment regarding the app. So yeah, that is my views on the new Entail app. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, drop your comments, tell me if you're going to be signing up for it or not. And even if you're a non-fur, obviously this is aimed at furries, but there's nothing stopping non-furs joining and using it as another social media platform. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. You all take care of yourselves now. You have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video, okay? Ta-ra!